Hello, everybody. Here we are, Granblue Fantasy. It's the rewards page. It's the crate. We can see here we've just beaten Inchoate World. Those who know, they know what we're about to talk about. Alright, we're about to talk about Arcarum. So if we go to our homepage and we scroll down a bit, we have a new banner. Arcarum, the World Beyond. So, I'm going to click on this. It's going to bring us to a tutorial. So, essentially, Arcarum's got some similarities to an event. It has quests. It has a shop. We have to beat the tutorial to do that. I'm going to do the tutorial in this video. So let's click on this. I'm going to skip the story. If you want to watch the story, feel free. On your own time, I'm sure there's a place that you can see it, but I'm basically, when it comes to these progression videos that are not main story, I'm gonna go hard on the skipping. Alright. So, Arcarum. There is a lot of stuff to look at here. The game is telling us to do some stuff. It's telling us to tap on this, click the move button, we move. TP is required, yep. So it's a nice, simple thing. Alright, here's a monster. Click on the monster, we'll initiate a battle. Now, something that's of note in Arcarum, we do not have support summons. So, grids may need to be adjusted at some point for Arcarum specifically. But right now, we don't care. It just means that we will be slightly weaker than we would be. And by slightly, I mean potentially majorly. Depending on what summon you were used to using. Alright. Yeah, so TP is used for a turn in battle. Simple enough. That's why you want to try to be efficient with your turns. Drop rate ups are pretty decent. So, if I remember correctly. So, you know, I won. Good stuff. Alright. So, you'll see, we were on 117, we're still on 117. Winning on with 0 turns costs no TP besides what you spent to start the final. Oh, look, a treasure chest. Yep. We got an Arcarum item. Sephira Stone. This is a very important item. We will need a lot of these moving forward. I'll talk about why we need a lot of them in a bit, but for now, we just need to finish the tutorial. Alright. So, some kind of fire wolf. We're just gonna... This time we're gonna auto. I don't want to spend time thinking about it. So if you have 0 TP, you will retreat. Also important. Less important now. I'll tell you why in a bit. Alright. Arcarum, when you enter, has multiple stages. We went through stage 1, this is stage 2. Yep, stage progress completes. Yep. Everything's highlighted as it was there. So, alright, tutorial down. So, let's talk about some of this stuff. So Arcarum has some resources. Importantly, are this left resource, which is tickets, and this right resource is Arca points. When we go to the trader, we'll see that our Arca points are used to buy things. And there are some very interesting things in here. Most of the stuff, this stuff on the first page, and at the top of the second page, these are all Arcarum items that are used for some stuff. But if we move a little bit further over here, we will see weapons. interestingly enough. So all of these weapons, they're actually not bad. They're all basically the same weapon, with different weapon types. They have a charge attack that deals deals what you'd expect in terms of SSR damage, and then deals an extra hit of skill damage. That's not bad. And they all come with big boost to element allies attack. Now there are two varieties of the Tetra Elements ones. One of them boosting crit rate, and the other one boosting HP in Arcarum. So these second skills only take effect in Arcarum game mode. But otherwise, these are pretty good weapons to pick up for your grids if they're in progress. That said, you don't need to spend Arca points on these because they drop in Arcarum, and they don't drop at a terrible drop rate. Yeah, so we come over here even further. You see that we have this, which is the badge limit upgrade. Technically, never necessary. But if you're lazy, you can let your badges stockpile. And if they stockpile to the limit, they will be wasted. So if you buy this limit up, you can stockpile more of them, and then when you feel like doing Arcarum, you have to spend more time on it. I generally wouldn't recommend it. Alright, then we have the Sephira Stones. We got one in this tutorial. They're just another item, another material. Then we have Black Rabbit, which is White Rabbit, but a reskin. It's the exact same aura, the exact same call. White Rabbit's not worth farming, neither is Black Rabbit. So, don't buy this, unless you really want it for a skin. In which case, you know, who am I to argue with cosmetics? That's not my job. Then we have two kinds of stones. The Sunlight Stone and the Moonlight Stone. Sunlight Stone is an extremely valuable item that is only available in extremely limited quantities. Arcarum has 6 of them in total that you can purchase for 30,000 Arca points each. That's a lot, but it's not all of them that we'll need. It's not all of them that you'll need. Basically, Sunstones are important. Think about using them before you use them. They're less valuable for a person that uses Gacha and, you know, limited time rewards and everything, because they do sometimes have them in really important events, and they do sometimes have them as like stream rewards, stuff like that, anniversary rewards. They're not always present, but they are often enough that they are technically something that exists in a definable quantity. Also, if you do Guild Wars, you can buy Sunstones, which is technically a renewable source of them. It's just, Guild Wars sucks. Let's be real. Alright, I'll talk more about that on another time. At another time. We'll probably have to log into the main account to show it. But yeah, let's ignore that for now. Then we have the Moonlight Stone. I didn't actually talk about what the Sunlight Stone does. It raises the level cap for an SSR summon if you use it in its normal intended way, which we will not. There are other uses for it, and we will use it for those. And then we have the Moonlight Stone, which is for SR summons. You can raise the level cap for R and N summons. Don't do that. If you do it, I will be unhappy with you and disappointed. So these restock monthly, cost 3,000 each. There's not too many uses for Moonlight Stones in the game, but there are a few, so we will need to pick some of these up at some point. And we might actually use some of them to raise the level cap for some SR summons. We have really only got one SR summon that's worth anything that we have access to, and that's the Wind Carbuncle. So we'll see how hard it is to get a couple of wind carbuncles. Alright, so that's the kind of gameplay, or not the gameplay, that's the shop for Arcarum. Gameplay, there are 3 areas that you have to pick. Right, you can see images on each of these areas. 3 here, 3 here, 4 here. So these do correspond to elements, and they do correspond to summons. And to talk about summons, before I do an Arcarum stage, I want to spend a ticket today in this video just to kind of show you what this is like. But at first, we want to talk about the shop. We're back to the shop. We can't escape Shirakarte and the shop. This is where we live. Alright, so the observant among you may have seen this tab before. Arcarum, the World Beyond. We beat Inchoate World. Now we can click on this. So, there's a list of summons. All tarot stuff. I don't know that much about this. I don't care. Basically, collect these materials, you can get this summon. And these are extremely important summons. For each of these, every element has a summon that amplifies the damage that your element allies deal against whatever the enemy is that's weak against them. So dark allies deal 3% more damage to light foes for death, which is the dark summon. We can look at the sun, right? Same thing, except it's fire allies against wind foes. Now, there are 10 summons in total. There's 1 for light, 1 for dark, but there's 2 for each of the other elements. So if we look at, say, the other fire one, which is the devil, we can see the effect of as a sub-aura. So I guess we should talk about sub-auras, right? This is our first summon that we've seen with a sub-aura. Well, technically the death was, but it's the first series of summons that we've seen with sub-aura. So they have a main aura, but most of the main auras for these Arcarum summons are bad. Even the devil, which looks like it's pretty good, isn't all that good, right? Remember what I said about summons, where the kind of verbiage of how the attack boost is worded is important? So this is a 60% boost to fire allies attack. That's a normal boost, not an elemental boost. Which can be okay if your grid is built correctly. But really, we'd rather put the devil as a sub-summon, which would make our fire allies have 10% more HP total. Generally, these aren't the most important, but they are pretty good. You know, if you have them, and you happen to have them, they're pretty good. Now, these summons, we get them at level 1. Level 1 with a max level of 30. And they go through an upgrade process. Several steps. They can be upgraded to SSRs at some point. They can be upgraded with an additional uncap once they're up SSRs, all the way to level 200. These summons are very powerful and very important for making long-term progress. However, like I said earlier, Arcarum is time-gated. You get 1 ticket per day, normally. There are campaigns that exist, generally during anniversary or some kind of celebration, that give you 2 tickets a day. That's not a lot. Arcarum will take time. It's a side objective. It's a side game mode. But it's important that we start clearing it as soon as possible. And we think about what it is we want when we're going for it. Right? So we look at this. We can identify that this zone has both of the fire summons. This is a fire elemental zone, but it also has an earth summon in it, so it is also slightly earth summon base. This one has 1 wind summon and 2 water summons. So this is water and wind. This one down here, dark, light, wind, and earth. There's a lot of stuff down here. You also have to think about which summons you're looking at. Like 2 damage summons, 2 damage summons, 2 damage summons. Every zone will move you toward 2 damage summons. I guess once I get toward the end of a zone, we can talk about some other stuff, but for now, let's just start with the top. There's a scene here. We don't have to worry about it. If you're curious about the story, we are here with the Enforcer's crew. Okay, so when we're here in Arcarum, yes, okay, we're here in Arcarum. We've started our first stage. There are objectives. This stage objective, we don't know how many there are, but we need to destroy Zephyrus Spire Thorns. Simply click on them when you find them, and you're done. Alright, so let's just unveil the map, see what we're looking at. Okay, so we found some enemies. We don't actually have to fight these. We're going to, but we don't have to. Okay, let's go with this. And the reason we do it is because they drop items. And we want items. Our tickets are limited. So especially when you're first going through Arcarum, you really want to get stuff as much as possible. Alright. Yeah, that feels like a failure. Okay. Anyway. Now that that's out of the way. We can see we completed a fight, we get some Arca points. Also important, we need to stock up on a lot of Arca points because we need to buy some stuff. And we got some normal mats and one of these, which is an Arcarum mat. Water vampire. We need a lot of these also. So we made progress. Now, you'll start off finding drops and stuff. They're not that great. It'll get better over time. Trust me, we'll get to it. It'll just take a while. You have to take Arcarum seriously sometimes. The early parts, you don't really have to take seriously, basically at all. I'm just pushing the buttons because I feel like it, mostly. But you will see that your damage is noticeably less in Arcarum because you don't have access to the powerful summons that you've probably been borrowing to increase your damage. You have to rely solely on yourself, which kind of sucks, to be perfectly honest. Alright. Yep, so we just get through, press the buttons, and finish it off. So generally, while there's no official reward for going above and beyond and clearing all the monsters and everything, you do get more stuff by doing so, because you get access to their drops. So we've completed the first stage. Now we go to the second stage. Okay. This one's kill all enemies. There are 7 of them. You are perfectly within your rights to just explore the map and uncover all the enemies first. Okay, this might be a problem. I don't remember how tough the Cantankerous Leopard is on lower difficulties. Alright, so we'll go over here, we'll go first. This isn't going to be difficult in any way. These are just crabs. You know how it is. We fight. Oh, this isn't crabs. The other one's the crabs, right? It's the same thing. It doesn't matter. Alright. So we start by pushing buttons. And, well, it turns out we didn't need to push all those buttons. That said, it costs a little bit of time. We will see our experience and rank point gains are pretty minuscule in these stages. This is generally what I end up doing in Arcarum. If I play the stages, I go through, I find all the objectives, and I go around clearing them. So let's just attack now. Might as well. I know these we've experienced a level of caliber of enemies on this board, so we're able to skip pushing buttons. Push the button, get a Zephyr Stone. Okay, then we have this thing, Cantankerous Leopard. Going to change my sub skill here. Don't mind me. Just putting on Dispel. Okay. I don't know if it's necessary. I'm just doing it basic. I don't remember the Arcarum fights all that well. But I do know that Cantankerous Leopard is one of the ones that can get back. So it sets up on turn 1 with an entry trigger, it sets up a repel. And this repel, oh, it can't be removed. So it's really irritating. Okay, so that's my fault. We'd really like Lelouch to be able to use Chest Master. So we're gonna... Flash debuff. Yeah, the fact that the repel can't be removed is what made it annoying. That's right. Right. Yeah, so this enemy is tanky and refuses and has a repel that doesn't go away. So, hopefully this is enough to kill it. We'll find out. It's not. Okay. So we're gonna retreat and think about what we've done. Alright. Cantankerous Leopard is a problematic opponent. And you saw why. So it was reducing damage by a pretty large amount. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to change the party up. That's my bad. Alright, so let's just copy this over here. We're gonna go into our classes and reapply Miserable Mist. And think for a second. How do we survive to kill this enemy? That's a great question. I don't know. So we don't want to use Druid System, because it raises our multi-attack rate. We really don't want to use multi-attacks. I think we're gonna try... What kind of weapons do we have for Dart? We've got a staff, so we can try the... we can try it on Bishop, I want to say. Better if we had more options, but we don't. I think we want to bring Cagliostro in the front. Sometimes you might have to puzzle things out like this. And we could try it off element. That's another option. If we're really suffering, I'll try it on wind, which will not be good, but it would be funny. Okay. I think we'll try it like that. It's not great, but it could be worse. I don't think we're going to hit our charge attacks, so it doesn't really matter what our main hand is. I'm going to equip the puppet because it's funny. Okay. Let's give it a shot. It'll be quick if we fail, and then we'll try it on wind. And we'll probably kind of make a bastardized version of this team that includes Lelouch and some wind characters. Just because 500,000 damage is a lot. Okay. So we don't need this for debuff removal, but we don't want it. Okay. Put on the debuffs. Well, normal attack. We will apply Chest Master. And we'll go ahead and use Panacea. Attack. Okay, so it's been petrified, which isn't exactly great, but it's fine. Yeah, the echo from Chest Master is very painful. this is not gonna win. I think we're gonna go more aggressive on wind-ish. So I'm gonna take this. Bring it over here. Save it over here. Then I'm gonna bring in Lelouch in this slot. Again, I can't turn down the 500,000 damage that comes from his Black Chess Master skill. It's too good. We're gonna replace this because it doesn't do anything. Alright. Doesn't have a mode bar. So this class isn't actually that good here. But I do want the gun main hand because it increases my skill damage. Right, this weapon, its second skill, increases skill damage and skill damage cap. You can see it here. It's extra 30% skill damage. That could be relevant. Kokoro deals a lot of skill damage. I actually think I put Lelouch in the back row. And he will probably come in replacing Suzaku, if I'm thinking about it in a perfectly honest way. Let's try this. If we're not doing well, actually, let me change my main character class. This class is wrong for what I'm trying to do. We got her over here on Sidewinder. Okay, yeah, this is what I want to try. I didn't mean for this to go so long, but we ran into basically the hardest enemy in Arcarum. And I don't want to lose to it. Alright. Music start! Go ahead and do this. Defense debuff, because this game is great. Okay, we're gonna have Suzaku's substitute. And we're gonna attack. If we fail, we'll have to try again and actually hit our debuffs. Man, Reflect is such a pain. Okay, we probably shouldn't have had to do substitute. Yeah, let's retreat and try that again. I mean, we missed our debuff, so we were kind of extra screwed. Alright. If we fail, we fail, because Cantankerous Leopard sucks to fight against. There are very specific strategies that you need to have to be able to deal with these reliably. And we don't have those.
ミュージックスタート。私がそばにおります。もう意味わかんない。
Okay, let's go with this.
これならえい。まだ頑張れ。とっておき見せてあげるわ。ご飯が食べたいです。
I'm gonna have Kokoro use her third skill.
負けていられません。
We're gonna use our second skill to try to inflict up. Then we're going to use main character's first skill to try to not die.
笑顔ならいつの日も大丈夫。
I hate
お任せください。
Cantankerous Leopard, by the way.
光のご加護。
This thing sucks. Okay.
全力で行く。
Well, we're surviving for the moment, at least.
俺は生きなきゃいけないんだ。邪魔をするな。
There's definitely an argument for not attacking, for not using the charge attack there and trying to get Suzuki's ES buff active. Yeah, that sucks.
いやは
この程度。俺はガワイン出撃だ。
まったく人使いが荒いな。
Alright, I see how it is. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. We can't attack with Suzaku because he's gonna die. We can't use our skills because we're gonna die. I got it. Alright, we'll try again. So, something of note in Arcarum, there are items that you can buy in the shop, potions and stuff. You also get your crew potions with your green potions and whatever sub-ally potions if you have blue potions there. Having potions might make Cantankerous Leopard easier to deal with, but we don't have any, and we don't have the art points to buy them. And I don't like wasting art points on potions. It doesn't feel good. Okay. Debuff. And debuff. Yeah, I needed to do that because if Kokoro tripled, she died. I used those in the wrong order. This is gonna kill Kokoro, by the way. She's not dead immediately, but her attack will kill her. Alright, we're gonna substitute with Suzaku. And I believe just attack.
を信じたからには勝たせてやる。
We'll activate
ドルイドシステム起動。
We will attack.
誰も傷つけさせない。
Yeah. Oh, but it doesn't work. Okay. Okay. I got you. Okay. Next time. Next try. Man, this video is gonna suck because of this stupid leopard. It's a random chance. It will not always spawn. But enemies are RNG, and if this weren't an exterminate all foes floor, I would not be fighting this stupid leopard. I hate this leopard. It's bad. I don't want to see it ever again. But there's nothing I can do about that. It's gonna be there. From time to time, and we're gonna have to find
Music start!
Yeah, I don't see any real benefit to stuff I got one time long.
私がそばにおります。負けていられません。
Heal up there.
ご飯が食べたいです。これなら、いや、は。これでは。
Alright, that's a
とってお
retreat.
き。
You do have infinite tries as long as you don't run out of TP, but yeah, sometimes bad things happen and you have to retreat. Sucks. Cantankerous Leopard is not a fun enemy to fight when your account is weak. It really just sucks. Because its repel is... You gotta remember that repel also reduces the amount of damage.
さすがにきついわね。
So we're kind of forcing our way through essentially a permanent like 50% damage.
私がそばにおり
Or
ます。
more. I don't even know how strong it is.
もう意味わかんない。
Okay. Nope, I see how it is. There's no point in trying with the debuffs missing. We were pretty close that one time. We got it to 71%. We know that Lelouch's Black Chestnut, and we were pretty close to getting there. If we'd played a little differently, we could have done a Suzaku charge attack with his DS buff, which would have been really strong.
ミュージックスタート。私がそばにおります。もう意味わかんない。負けていられません。ご飯が食べたいです。
Debuff on.
いくよ。いや、まだ頑張れ。準備は万端です。
Yeah, I think we use
テン
the
ション上がるにゃ。
hostility up, so she takes more hits than everybody else.
ここだ。
笑顔ならいつの日も大丈夫。お任せください。光のご加護を。かっこいいところ見せてね。
僕が守る。誰も傷つけさせない。
Definitely want to use this while the supplemental.
畳みかけますよ。
Do I want to use this? The answer has to be no.
これなら。はっや。これでは。
この程度。そうだ。
Yep, that sucks. Okay.
まったく人使いが荒いな。
I'm gonna bring Dispel. Just to dispel that double attack buff. Maybe that'll help. This is definitely as hard as Arcarum gets. Is Cantankerous, not this particular stage, right? There are harder versions of Cantankerous Leopard, but Cantankerous Leopard is the hardest enemy in Arcarum.
ここだ。
これならえい。
この程度。
準備は万端です。テンション上がるにゃ
ー。ここだ。
笑顔ならいつの日も大丈夫。お任せください。光のご加護を。
Definitely some level of up and down with
決着をつけよう。
HP here.
僕が守る。
So if we attack once, then we're probably gonna be okay with the ticket to red. If we attack twice, we're good. 3 times, probably good still. Yeah.
畳みかけますよ。
Do the thing.
私が足を引っ張るわ。
ここだここだ。
これならえい。
この程度。俺は生きる。
Suzaku does have his PS buff. I don't know how much damage we'll be able to push through with it.
俺は生きる。生きなきゃいけないんだ。邪魔をするな。
行くにゃ。
3,000, not a lot.
これではガイド役失格ですね。まだ頑張れます。
ガワイン出撃だ。
I am kind of happy that Suzaku survived there, since that does mean that he'll be able to get another attack.
まあ見ててよ。
ドルイドシステム起動。
I think we want to try to keep Lelouch as alive as possible.
やそうだ。バカな。無理をするな。 一時撤退して俺を信じたからには勝たせてやる。
諦めるのは絶対。こいつでどう？
そこだ。
撃っていいのは撃たれる覚悟のあるやつだけだ。
Yeah, that doesn't work. Let's try it like this. That might be a little better if we can get the defense up from the chess master skill early. Might have to retreat from this Arcarum and just have to lose a ticket, which that is the absolute worst feeling.
バカめバカだ撃っていいのは撃たれる覚悟俺を信じたからには勝たせてやる
Buff up.
私がそばにおります。
Protagonist. Quick step 2 to try to not get hurt. Let me attack.
ここだ
そこだ
やえい。これでは
俺は
凛たちの全力見せてあげるにゃ。ミュージックスタート。もう意味わかんない。ご飯が食べたいです。
That will kill us if we use it. So let's not do that until now. Do we have one more turn to this? We do. Let's do it next turn. We have to only attack once with MC or we die. Let's use
テンション
hostility
上
up
が
over
るに
here.
ゃ。
これで決める
いいんだなルルーシュ。
綺麗事で世界は変えられない
これなら
We take that
無茶をしちゃダメですよ。
and we summon because our main character is about to die. Activate
ドルイドシステム
the
起動
system,
決めろ
kill
シズ
ourselves.
言われなくとも
シズ
役に立つとこ見ててよね。こいつでどう？
Apply some debuffs.
まあ見ててよ。ちょちょいのちょいっと。
Kill ourselves.
下がってあとは僕が
Then we kill ourselves.
俺は生きなきゃいけないんだ邪魔をするな
Deals no damage.
笑顔な
Oh,
ら
I
いつの
hate
日も
this
大丈
enemy.
夫。ふや
I can't think of any other way to get through. I hate Cantankerous Leopard, man. Alright. Let's look and see if we can find anything in the shop. That's not what I'm looking for. Expedition items, that's the one. Okay. I hate this. But I'm trying to demonstrate an Arcarum clear. I really want to not have to retreat from this stupid Cantankerous Leopard. It is pissing me off. I'll tell you that. And I hate saying that, but it is. I don't... let me look at my characters real quick. See if there's anything worth bringing in. None of those do anything. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. None of those do anything. And none of those do anything. Okay, yep. This fight just sucks. What does this do? Nothing. Suzuku in particular kind of wants this one.
いい調子だね。
Alright, whatever.
ありがとう。
We're not really gonna get much value out of that. Okay, well, let's do this again. And this time we're gonna use healing items to try to not to die.
この程度。
頑張れます。ミュージックスタート。もう意味わかんない。私がそばにおります。負けていられません。ご飯が食べたいです。
誰も傷つけさせない。
Yeah, I'll go with that.
ここだここだ。
これならはっまだ
俺は
I wanted to activate the Geas buff as soon as possible. I don't even have the items. This is the worst. Okay, we'll activate
テンション
hostility
上が
up.
るにゃ
Guess we'll do the same thing we've always done.
Yeah.
笑顔ならいつの日も大丈夫。お任せください。光のご加護を。今が好機です。畳みかけますよ。私が足を引っ張るわけには。
I think we do that.
大丈夫かい。
Love it.
無理は禁物だよ。
That could be worse. Okay.
俺は生きなきゃいけないんだ。邪魔をするな。
We are fully buffed versus Suzuku. We have his
Yeah.
jammed and
これでは
his buff.
ガイド
So
役
as strong as
失
Suzuku's
格
ever
ですね。
been. That works out pretty well
少し失敗しただけよ。
because we get another attack with Suzuku in addition to using his first skill, and he can use a substitute, but that doesn't do anything. All right. Activate this system.
ドルイドシステム起動。
Activate
俺を
this
信じたからには
damage.
勝たせてやる。
And we're gonna use this on our last turn because it'll kill us. Alright, so we can use this.
容赦はしない。
We'll deal 1000 to us. We're at pretty much maximum damage from grid and buffs. And we have a guaranteed double attack.
下がってここだ。や
Got a full triple attack. That's good stuff.
そこだ。
こんなミスをするなんて。
So, we got through it. And it worked.
ルルー守備ブリッ
I hate it. And I wasted my Arca points. But we did get through it. So if you see Cantankerous Leopard, you're not gonna have a good time. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Alright. Next stage. Okay, so in order to complete the stage, we just have to get this guy, Failer Crab. There's this thing. And these particular nodes, right, you see it's two opposite of the wheel elements. So if we bring wind, we're being countered by fire. If we bring water, we're being countered by earth. I don't really care. We're just gonna bring dark. Dark and light are the best way to approach these stages. Just because you don't want to get screwed by randomly getting hit by stuff. I should probably switch to neutral in this, but that's okay. We'll be okay.
こういうのはどう？カードはうちにそう告げるんや。
I also should have buffed before we attack. That's all.
ドロイドシステム起動。
Alright.
決めろシーズ
言われなくとも。
So these.
私の魔法で刺激的悪いわね。
One of these. And push the button.
そこ甘い。
それほうそこ完璧にいこう。全力でいくわよ。
バックそこバッ
甘いそここれなら。
ク撃っていいのは撃たれる覚悟のあるや
そここの程度か。
Okay. So, took down that thing, which clears up fog or whatever it is, dust cloud. So we can explore the rest of this. We do want to be careful not to run out of TP, but we have plenty. Now, I will say, back in the day, there was less TP. I don't remember exactly how much. I don't remember exactly how many, how long ago. It was true. All right, so there is an enemy here that is noted as being interesting. Let's fight it. I'm gonna take this team. I'm gonna bring it over here. Save over this Inchoate World team because we don't need that anymore. And we're gonna take out the Seraphic Weapon because we don't want it. Alright. Then we are ready to start. So, we're kind of lucky that we saw this, and very lucky that we got past freaking stupid Cantankerous Leopard. That fight is just the worst. So these, right, so Sephora Guardians and stuff like that, they're kind of rare. Okay, defense boosted. We have a new spell. We might. We don't. Okay, well, we'll see how it works without it. Nope. Gotta use this one first.
ミュージックスタート。もう意味わかんない。
Gotta get that maximum value, you know.
私がそばにおります。負
At
け
least
てい
this
られません。
enemy is not Cantankerous Leopard, so we're not getting repelled every time we hit it.
畳みかけますよ。
誰も傷つけさせない。容赦はしない。
テンション上がるにゃ
Like that.
僕が守る。いや、この程度。俺は生きる。
Okay, we definitely want to get off the ES boosted special attack, so we're going to use it even though it's in solo.
俺は生きる。生きなきゃいけないんだ。邪魔をするな。
いやさすがにきついわね。
Turned out that we didn't need to because he didn't get hit. But if he had, he would have died.
容赦はしない。
Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and attack into this.
顔ならいつの日も大丈夫。
Suzaku is still MVPing damage on the win
お任せ
team
ください。
because he's got a pretty
光のご加護。
insane innate. What can we say? What can we say? Alright. So, the Separate Guardian will go down
さすがにきつい
relatively
わね。
easily. You did see that its special attack did do plane damage, which can be dangerous.
ご飯が食べたいです。
It is, if you are really doing the completionist strategy, it can be worth it to apply Bounty Hunter to these monsters. Every monster in Arcarum, but it takes a lot of time to do that.
下がって
これでは団長さん。
全力で行く
Ah, sweet, we get a second ES boosted special attack. That's pretty cool. That doesn't happen very often.
アステールが力になるのです。どうですか。
俺は生きなきゃいけないんだ邪魔をするな終わりだ
Hey, doesn't matter if everybody else goes down as long as we win, right?
ま、ざっとこんなもんかな。
We got a flip chest there, which means we got a Sephira Heart. That's why we want to fight these things whenever we can. They have items that we want, and this is one of them. So this is something that we can slot into our water grid, and it'll make an instant improvement. It's great. Alright, let's touch this treasure chest. And then let's touch this Fiddler Crab, and hopefully just be done with Arcarum for today. I'm losing it here. Okay, currently we are extremely limited on what we can access with Earth. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and equip Dog Fencer and just be happy with that. Because we don't have very many types of Earth weapons. We'll equip the max level one just because that's for style points. And you'll see our Earth weapons catalog is pretty slim. We need to get some more swords. But even then, we don't have very many options. I had a dagger. I used it to level up a skill. I don't regret it. But it does mean we don't have very many options on there. Okay. So let's just fly attack up, defense down. Start pressing buttons.
我が刃にて退けいざ参る
これジジイに負けんウェルダー様が成敗してくれる
We're not gonna need that.
さすがだぜ
And then we'll go ahead and attack with the
どうだこいつを食らっておねんねしたら終わりかい
easy enough. And with that, we've managed to clear an Arcarum stage. Not all of them will have Cantankerous Leopards. In fact, quite a few of them don't. But when they do, it's not fun. Unless you, of course, have ways to deal with them. They do exist. We don't have them. We're not going to have them. Possibly ever. But the existence of Cantankerous Leopard does make me want to make a certain decision later on down the line. So, we did it. We got Arca points. Hooray. Alright. Yeah, so this is what we're at. I will be doing this off camera basically every time that I have the opportunity to. And when we reach the final stage, which each of these points have 9 stages, then I'll go and you know, record a video about that. I guess I'll record one on 3 first, and then 9, just so I can talk about the differences between like every 3rd floor. All right. You'll also see there are other difficulties that can be unlocked, but you have to complete each one of these on each difficulty in order to get to the next one. Our biggest objective is to rush toward extreme. We don't necessarily need to start doing it, but there are better rewards for doing it. There's also Fast Expedition, which you can use, you know, after you've cleared the stage. However, you don't want to do that. Especially early, Fast Expedition does not give as many items. So, that was very long. Most of it was bashing our head against the leopard, which I'm sure wasn't entertaining for anyone, but I do hope that it wasn't so bad. I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to clear out some side stories off camera, and I'm going to do some Arcarum whenever it's available, which probably I might do Arcarum before our next story segment, and I might not. It's hard to say. I don't know. I don't really have a plan on when I'm going to do the next story segment. In terms of real time, I think that the next story segment is basically next in terms of game time, unless the Arcarum video comes next, right? So I'm just trying to move forward in the main story because there's another checkpoint that we wanted to reach after we've reached chapter 44 to unlock Arcarum. I'm glad that we got Arcarum. I hope to never see the Cantankerous Leopard again. My hopes will definitely be dashed, but there's not much I can do about it. Alright. Well, this has been Shadow SP, suffering for your entertainment. Yeah, signing off. Thanks for watching.